Welcome to today's Pick a Pile reading. So today, this is a message your spirit guides have been trying to send you but hasn't been coming through, but they want you to hear it now. It's important for you to hear this message at this time. So this is a mystery style reading. We'll see what your spirit guides want to come through. What's the most important thing to hear? I did film the card selection portion, so if you like to watch that, see the shuffling and the drawing of the cards, that'll be playing in a moment. But this will be group number one's pile, group number two, and group number three. So use your intuition, see which pile is calling to you. Maybe it's the colors, the card, or just a feeling. You can also take a look at the timestamps below. There is no wrong answer. Go with how you're feeling. And like worst case scenario, if the pile you choose isn't resonating with you, you can choose another one or just move on. So you can always pause the video if you need more time though. And there are timestamps and chapters below. So did I mention this? If you do resonate with numbers, you can look down below at those. But anyways, also down below, you will find a link to my website, kittyrising.com. If you're interested in any private readings or any of my offerings, there is a current deal throughout the month of November, only $26 for a 2026 reading. So yeah, take advantage of that if you're interested. There's also a link to memberships if you want to further support the channel, get more content from me. But anyways, I'm so grateful you're here. Let's get started on your readings. Welcome to the card selection portion. Today I'm guided to do a reading about a message your guides, your angels, your spirit team has been trying to send you, and they think you need to hear most at this time. So this is a mystery style reading, so obviously we're going to be drawing the cards here together. So thank you all for sharing your energy, your time with me today. Thank you, Spirit. Our spirit guides, to my spirit guides, thanks for your clear and accurate messages. What is the message that needs to come through most today? What needs to be heard urgently at this time? Okay, so this will be group number one's pile, group number two's pile, group number three's pile. I am going to have like a mini tarot deck nearby to clarify anything throughout the readings when we get there. It's the smaller version of this one. That's what reminded me. The Light Seers Tarot. What is it, Emmy? Sorry, Emmy's my cat. For some reason she's meowing in another room. Yes, sweetheart, come here. The backs of these deck. Whenever I use these, I'm like, oh, we should use this as one of the piles. It worked. Emmy, I'll be there in a moment, okay? A few moments. Okay, we're gonna, I guess, let's do 2 for each group because group number 1 got an extra. Mm-hmm. Kind of like other in different directions. Hi, there you are. What's going on? You just want attention? Oops. I'm about to use a tarot deck. I totally forgot about. Should I start with? I can't really see if they're like all centered until I stand up. If you ever notice, like there's something like kind of blocking the view of this side of the the thing that's holding up my phone, the tripod. Oh, can I use your rainbow? I'll go back. This rainbow toy she loves the most, and I love rainbows, so it makes me happy. No. Yeah, on the last deck that I grabbed. Oh, I think it's the best this deck shuffled. It's all right. I'm gonna do 2 of these. Okay, yeah, it's tarot. I don't know. We're doing a lot today. I'm filming this later than normal. It's definitely coming out later than the time I normally do. But I just feel, when I feel called, I feel like there's a reason. I'm doing it. Okay. Let's see what do we want on top here. I'll do like the brighter colors today. Like the turtle. I want the turtle. This one might have been on top recently, but I like it. Okay, yeah, we must be using more decks than normal. This is longer than the normal portion. I can see in the timer now that I'm looking up. Okay. Group number 1, group number 2, group number 3. I'll make sure these are more centered for the intro I'm about to film next. But anyway, I will see you in the future. Welcome group number 1 to your reading. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. You're all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides for assisting with the reading today. And thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. So let's get started. We have a lot of cards here today. What does group number 1 need to hear? What message have you been trying to send? Ooh, we have the High Priestess of Atlantis, chakra healing. Okay. Ooh, we might even grab a specific card for you from another deck. We're gonna go with our where Spirit leads us today, but it looks like there could be a chakra, maybe multiple, something imbalanced here, maybe a blockage that your spirit guides are trying to call you to heal. So I do have a specific chakra deck. I'm gonna grab that right now, right below here. Spirit, what chakra are you drawing attention to here for group number 1? What is the imbalance? What needs to be healed? If some of you are already doing like chakra healing, crystal therapy, Reiki, I feel like that's great, but let's see. What is this about? Okay, your crown chakra. Well, okay, this makes sense. We're talking about a message you're not receiving. And the messages we get from spirit are from our crown. But sometimes if we have lower chakras that are blocked and stuff, we're not getting those messages. So spirit just wants to clarify that this is about confirmation they've been trying to get through to you. And the keyword here is inspiration, ideas, spark, conception, impulse. And what I'm getting from this too, along with this crown chakra coming through, I think with inspiration and ideas and passion and creativity is coming through. So I think this could be related to your sacral chakra as well. Some of you, maybe you feel like stomach pain sometimes. Sometimes that can be more solar plexus. Oh, I see 222. But if you've been feeling blocked creatively or feeling stuck, I think Spirit is coming through today to help you with that. They've been trying to send you messages, trying to send you inspiration, guidance on how to maybe overcome a specific obstacle going on in your life, or a good idea on how to like make money or move forward in some area. So we're going to get a lot more cards out for you. But also when the crown chakra comes up, maybe we need to spend a little bit more time meditating. I was kind of noticing this image. Also, some of you might really resonate with working with crystals. If you've been feeling called to a specific crystal lately, maybe it's amethyst, like something in the purple family. I need to clean mine. This looks a little dusty, but I have some on I have a few here. I like using amethyst for intuition, other things too, but follow your heart and what feels right to you. For ideas, for inspiration and creativity, orange calcite's really great if this is really resonating so far. Okay, let's get some more information for you. Crystalline light body. Build your crystalline Merkaba. Wow, there's something really here. Oh, the heart chakra is there. I've never looked in this guidebook before. Let's read the guidebook. Oh, it's actually right on top here. It's meant to be. meant to be. Sorry, I pulled away when I was saying that. I was like, let's see, what is this? Let's read this, okay? In the golden future, humans will transform from a third-dimensional carbon-based form into a fifth-dimensional crystalline-based one. The metamorphosis will take place at a cellular level. It will happen as the body holds a higher wattage of light containing love, knowledge, and wisdom. This is the journey to ascension. Your spirit travels in a light body known as a Merkaba. This may consist of two interlocking pyramids, one facing down and the other up, but as you become fifth dimensional and carry more divine feminine energy, your Merkaba becomes spherical. This orb is your crystalline light body. It surrounds your physical body and reflects it. To take in more light, eat lighter food, drink pure water, connect to nature, and take appropriate exercise. Watch your thoughts, words, and actions and ensure they are positive. Meditate and practice ascension exercises. Yeah, I think you guys are really ascending. I think you really are. I think you are already pretty balanced in your chakras here. But I think there's something that was coming through with maybe not feeling great. Like, I was just thinking about your stomach for some reason it's coming through. Maybe there's like headaches or just achiness. That could be ascension symptoms. And your body just is requiring more pure things, like in different things now as you go through your spiritual awakening, as you go through your ascension. So like this says, eating lighter food, drinking cleaner water, connecting to nature, exercising, watching your thoughts, words, actions, really practicing mindfulness is really what that means, meditating. So let's look at the guidance here. You guys can screenshot this if you want. I'm not even sure what it says yet, but let's see. Each time you relax deeply, you can take in more light. So consciously surrender and imagine yourself in a spherical crystalline light body. Your guidance is to make the changes you need to develop this light body. Look after your physical vehicle carefully. Watch what you do, say, and think. Spend more time contemplating and out in nature. All these things affect you at a cellular level and influence the quality of energy you emit. Ask Archangel Mariel, the magenta angel in charge of your soul star chakra, to support your ascension at a spiritual level, and he will illuminate and anchor your higher light body. Take the time to visualize your Merkaba as a shimmering orb surrounding you. Then consciously make it bigger and radiate it out so that it touches people everywhere and activates their ascension too. Wow. Yeah, you guys really are ascending. We even, the thing that came up too is the highest physical, of the main 7 chakras, I should say. This is very interesting. Okay. Look, they kind of seem like they're meditating there. It's definitely a practice you're being called to embody, or if you're not already, or maybe expand on. We have the devil. Okay, yeah, I think there's been, and this is coming up because we're talking about habits here and thoughts. And there could be certain habits and certain things we're consuming that's affecting us in a negative way. It's affecting our inspiration, it's affecting our connection to spirit. And also, since we're ascending, we are going through the spiritual awakening, we're moving into the 5D, like certain things just aren't working for us anymore. And your body, your higher self is like, it's time for us to ascend. Like you're ready for more clarity. You're ready to connect more with your healing abilities, your psychic abilities, your intuition. But there's certain habits and certain thoughts that are affecting you at this time. So even like just trying out for like a few days, or I would say give it a week. Eat clean, maybe if you drink wine every night, maybe just take a little break from that and see how you feel and see how your intuition comes through. Or move your body more. Practice meditation every day for a week. This will be a little different for all of you, but maybe it's all of those things. Like we said, and working on our thoughts, catching our thoughts, and trying to focus on positive thoughts and not consuming negative content or things that make us feel bad. I know some people really like, I used to, I haven't watched the news in like, gosh, I don't even know how long. A long time, over 7 years probably, I don't know. But that can really drag down your energy or maybe make you be in the scarcity mindset. Whatever it is for you, it's time to, pay attention to that. What brings your energy down, what affects your energy, because it is being affected by something or a few things at this time. Music. Oh my God, music's a big one. There's different frequencies of music. And there could be some music you used to like that maybe is not resonating anymore, or maybe just brings down your vibration. You can really look into that. That is something that really starts affecting you as you ascend, as you move through your spiritual journey. Find music that brings you joy, that maybe, you can listen to the certain hertz musics and stuff, especially when you're meditating, like 432 or whatever else, you're called to do. You can find these on YouTube, but maybe more uplifting, like soul aligned music. Just pay attention to the lyrics you're listening to and things like that, and how it affects your energy. Yeah, this reading's all about protecting your energy and about your ascension. That's for sure here. Um, I think we're pretty center for now. We'll see when the next row of cards come out. Okay, what else, Spirit? We have Elder Beaver remained focused. Okay, I think some people here, maybe you do feel like brain fog sometimes lately, or headaches, or you have trouble focusing, and that really could be what you're consuming. That could be starting to affect you more, or maybe it always has, but now you're just getting this clarity and realizing that, yeah, maybe the you know the food I'm putting into my body isn't giving me energy, isn't making me feel good, and I'm unable to focus or do the things I want to do. Hmm. Dehydration can do that as well, can cause the brain fog. And like this says, it talks about clean water. um, Sometimes there's like water does not hydrate us. Like it's best to have like spring water, have some like electrolytes in it. You could, I'm not an expert in this field. This is something I need to look into more probably, because I feel like I'm always thirsty and always drinking water. But slightly dehydrated possibly still. I know there's someone on Instagram. She has a book called Hydrate. I haven't read it, but Tracy does. DUHS. I think she talks about this a lot. She's like a hydration expert. I know I looked at her content in the past. I don't know about you guys, but I go through like phases on what I'm really interested in learning about. Maybe it's my like Gemini and Mercury, but anyways, I think maybe this is resonating. You can look into that. But I really think Spirit wanted to bring up that message again. Make sure we're hydrated and just think about like we could be having these physical symptoms because of what we're putting into our body or the lack of, and what we're consuming, energetically. Yeah, there's an imbalance here. Justice in reverse. This can be an imbalance. He's holding the scales. What's this imbalance about? Okay, yeah, negative thoughts, worries, anxiety. Another thing that it could just show up in our body is like tension and anxiety. Maybe when we're having like too much caffeine or too much sugar or not enough water and all those things. Maybe lately you've been feeling like a spike in this. And again, Spirit's calling you to protect your energy and look out at what's affecting you. That's like the biggest thing here. But also, we could be so focused on what's not working out and on negative thoughts, and that could be keeping us in a low state. And it's good to feel your emotions and let them out, but maybe we've been staying in that energy or staying in a negative thought loop for a long time now. And maybe we're not putting enough effort into what we want more of, and we're focusing on what we don't have. That could really be something that comes through with this combination here. The in between. Yeah, this kind of makes sense. You are on the brink of like ascension, a breakthrough on really elevating your energy and bringing more joy into your life, on alignment, on healing. Healing is definitely something coming through here. And I think your spirit guides are just helping you break through this phase. It's kind of in between, to me also makes me think of like the chrysalis phase. It's a great like example of like spiritual development and just ascension in general, or moving through our life in general. Like once we're the caterpillar, but then we become awakened, and then we go through this uncomfortable phase of like facing life and seeing things differently, facing our thoughts, our beliefs, our habits, relationships, all of that. We're like just really like breaking down all the structures we once believed were true, and we're in that like gooey chrysalis phase. And that's where you might be now, but you're ready to break free and ascend and be in this higher energetic vibrational state. But there's just a few things that might be keeping you here that Spirit is just drawing your attention to, and also letting you know that it's not always comfortable on a spiritual awakening, but it does get better. It does. And we can go through multiple spiritual awakenings in our life. I'm sure a lot of you are aware of this, but I know not everyone will be. Wow, tap into your sacral power. Spirit's confirming when I was talking about how there could be something with the sacral. going on with the creativity, with the ideas, with the spark. I feel like for some of you, especially going through the spiritual awakening or this ascension journey, that things that used to inspire us or used to find exciting, maybe don't do that anymore. And that could be kind of putting us down. We're like, I don't even know what I like anymore. I don't know, like, but you have so many gifts, so many talents, so many things you're just stepping into now. And it's okay to change our habits, change our relationships, all of that. But tapping into your sacral power, this is your creative energy. I'm gonna see. Are we? I think for the most part, the words here kind of blurry because light. I think I'll move these over. We'll start piling the cards on top. Let's see what they recommend for tapping into your sacral here. I thought maybe these would be short readings today, but I don't think they're going to be. I feel like Spirit has a lot that wants to come through, and we're here for it. Oops, I don't know why I went to 14. Huh. Does that mean something to someone? It's time to get powerful. Your sacral energy center is calling to be activated so it can support you in this next part of your journey. This is your sexual energy. It lies deep in the lower belly, below your belly button, and is often forgot about or confused. This energy is not simply related to sex, sexuality, or attracting a partner. It's your creation energy that can be used internally as fuel and power. If used correctly, it will become your greatest support. It is time to explore the sacral center so you can use the full power of your intuition. If you have been feeling low in energy recently, it is because you have disconnected from this force that lies within you. So how to tap into your sacral power? Again, you guys can screenshot this if you want to come back to this practice. So first, find a quiet space and play your favorite music. Place your hand, oh look, it's right by the music too. Place your hands in your lower belly and close your eyes. Stand with your feet wide apart so you feel strong throughout your body. Breathe down into the lower belly, expanding into your hands as you inhale and softening on your exhale. When you feel comfortable, begin to move from your hips. Move in a way that feels intuitive to your body. It doesn't matter what it looks like. This is you slowly tapping into the internal power and trusting it. Be brave and move like no one is watching. The color in this energy center is orange. As you continue to breathe and move from the hips, visualize this color moving through your body. Feel the activation of your sacral center. Notice that the body feels more connected and powerful. This is your sacral power. Yes, love that. And then we have connect with your divine teachers. Look at their like little plant. Oh, my cat came up. Hi, baby. Connect with your divine teachers. I kind of want to read this practice too. I feel like there's just so many gems in here. Sorry, hold on, let me grab it. I don't know, it seems like connecting with nature, but the divine teachers could be really anything. Let's see. We are all souls on an earthly journey, here to learn to live and create the highest divine frequency, one that mirrors our true spiritual nature. We have divine teachers overlooking our lives and helping us grow at every turn. You are on a steep learning curve and are advised to ask your divine teachers to step in and guide you through these challenging but exciting times. Be aware of their presence, offering advice, protection, and support. They may advise you to change in ways that may be unfamiliar or uncomfortable. Be mindful of their encouragement to grow by doing something different. They want you to see the bigger picture in life and let the small stuff go. Your divine teachers are helping you reach a new understanding of yourself. An enlightened perspective will ease your struggles and amplify creativity in every way. Follow your intuitive impulses, especially those encouraging you to try new things and venture beyond your comfort zone. You are protected. There is no need to be overly cautious. You are safe. Your divine teachers have your back. I love that. Yeah, follow your intuition. You are being guided to learn new things and do new things and break out of, old patterns, old routines and grow. And I feel like your passions and interests are changing, which we mentioned, and you're being called to really follow that. Time to grow by doing things differently. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, some may be even guided to do things differently in terms of how you make money. Maybe you're not really feeling happy in like the normal 9 to 5 or like family structures. I'm not saying just go quit your job or anything like that, but a lot of you might feel lost and not like aligned with your purpose right now. But when you follow inspiration, when you follow what brings you joy, when you try new things, Spirit's saying you will find your purpose. Oh my God. And I feel like your passion with this dragon energy, you are about to step into your power. Power written here, but the dragon, you're about to step into your power. You really are. I feel like you're just unlocking this at this time. You know, there's a big shift here. You're going through changes spiritually, like, and now it's like things are manifesting in your real life. Things are shifting, things are changing. And Spirit's like saying by following your inspiration, by following your intuitive nudges here, by continuing to heal, work on yourself, treat your body, your vessel well, you are really going to step into your power. You're going to find your purpose. Some of you might already kind of know this, and you're being called to just continue following your inspiration. We have the Tower with the Hanged Man in reverse. So a lot of times in spiritual awakenings, it can feel like everything around us is tumbling, is breaking, and it can be a difficult time. But Spirit is saying with the Hangman in reverse, we need to spend more time working on ourselves. And sometimes when the Hangman comes up in reverse, this can be an indication that we're overgiving to others and undergiving to ourselves. We're doing things we don't really want to do. We're sacrificing ourselves for others in a way that's not beneficial to us or maybe even harmful to ourselves. So you're being called to really go within and realize this is a part of the spiritual awakening when things crumble around us. Maybe we end up losing our job or losing a relationship or something like that. I'm not saying that's necessarily going to happen to you. I feel like this might be energy you've already gone through. And, you know, could be healing from at this time, but soon you're going to see the silver lining, and soon you're going to realize that things are kind of shifting on your path for you to step into your purpose. But I think this combination can also be coming on. Maybe people around you are always like siphoning off your energy. They're always going to you with their tower moments, their problems, and you're always giving to them. You're always showing up for them. And I think Spirit's calling you at this time, group number 1, to really show up for yourself. Take care of your body, your vessel, your mind, your soul. Be wary of where you're giving your energy, because some people here are giving their energy to other people, their time to other people, all of that, instead of yourself. And there needs to be more of a balance. The forest, seeing the bigger picture. We were talking about a different perspective just a moment ago. Yeah, you are, and it, like, it's like ascending. You're seeing things from a new perspective. The Hangman could show us that too, but maybe we've been kind of stunting that, you know, because we aren't really wanting things to change, or we still have this fear or some bad habits or keeping bad relationships around. But you're about to see things from a higher perspective. That's a part of ascending. You're seeing things differently. You're feeling differently when you consume different things. You're feeling differently within relationships, within yourself. Like, but it's because you're seeing things from a new perspective. You're seeing the bigger picture now. And I think you're stepping into a state where you're not going to sweat the small stuff as much. You know, everything's working out in your highest favor. You feel connected to source, connected to your higher self. And things are about to get a lot easier, a lot more pleasant, a lot more free. Freedom. Freedom's a big word that's coming through for you in this next phase. Look at this, the very last card, power. You are stepping into your power, and the number 8 is a number of power too. You are stepping into your power. I know it might not feel like that right now, but you are. And you're in this in-between phase. You know, you're in this where there's big changes happening within you, around you, but it's all guiding you to your purpose. It's all guiding you to your power. You are so powerful. You have so many amazing gifts, and maybe you're just discovering them now or haven't even discovered them yet, but you have so much to share with the world. You are a powerful, beautiful, spiritual being, and you are ascending. You're going through this process, and it's all going to be worth it, even if it feels a little bit uncomfortable now. Oh, my cat just meowed. You agree, Emmy? Yeah. I don't know if they might pick that up. Wow, I have a tarot deck if we need to clarify anything. But I think we're going to leave it at that. I think power. Yeah, you are stepping into your power. Ooh, I love it. I feel like this reading was powerful. If you made it this way, or this far, I really hope this is all resonating with you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you got value from it. If you did, Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, like the 2026 deal, all that information is linked below. kittyrising.com is my website. Memberships are linked below too. I'm so grateful you're here, though. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number 1. I love you. Welcome, group number 2, to your reading. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. You're all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides for assisting with the reading today. And thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. What messages have you been sending group number 2 that you need them to hear most at this time? Ooh, okay. Elder Canada Goose, invest in community. All right, it looks like Spirit is wanting you to invest in connection and community in your relationships at this time. I think you're being guided maybe to form new relationships. It could be letting you know new relationships are on the way and to be open to that. Okay, let's see what else is coming through. Oh, you have the World card. This is a beautifully happy card. It often implies like a happy ending, happily ever after. I also see this as like support too. She's like kind of dancing and performing in a way in the center and people around her supporting her. But let's see what else. And then the Two of Pentacles. There's like this message coming through from Spirit, like you can have it all, group number 2. You know, maybe we've been focusing on work, on finances, on other things, and maybe we're like, oh, I don't really have time to date, or I don't have time to find friends, or I don't know, whatever it is. But like, Spirit wants you to know that you can have it all. You can have it all. You can have all of your desires, all of your dreams. You can have the money, the dream job, you know, and the connection, and the friends, and the lover, and the community that you desire. Okay, so can you expand on this, Spirit? Deeper than before. Okay. Maybe up until this time, maybe a lot of the relationships you have felt or have feel superficial, or maybe they just didn't get that far, or maybe you didn't feel fully connected to like other people around you. You're about to have like soul family, like there's DNA here, like you're going to be connected on a soul level. Maybe you're not actually related by DNA, you know, but you are connected to these people that are coming into your life on a soul level. You probably have had lifetimes with them before, but you're going to connect with them. You know, maybe before you felt like no one gets me, or I can't meet people that I connect with or have the same values with. You know, maybe just relationships have been a struggle, but you're about to have one where you really do truly connect. Adjust that one a bit. Split your focus. Wow, that's what we were saying with like the Two of Pentacles. You can do more than one thing, you know, like you can have the relationships, the community, the hobbies. You are able to split your focus. I feel like maybe we've been a little I almost said narrow-minded. I don't really mean it like that. Just focused on one thing, like career, health, whatever. And that's not a bad thing to focus on that thing, but you can do more. Some of you might really have a hobby here in photography and making videos, in art and nature. And I feel like you're being called to do that more. If you're feeling any urge or any feeling just to explore something, Spirit's calling you to do that. A lot of you, when you're exploring your hobbies and your interests, that's when you're really going to find your soul family here. And again, I feel like Spirit's not like, it's both romantic relationships and like soul families and best friends coming through. Maybe just one or the other or both, but it's really about relationships here and how to meet them, how to build on that. But the best thing to do, if you're like, how do I even invest in people? How do I even meet people? It's to like focus on your interest in what lights you up, what brings you joy, and that's where you will find like-minded people. And so again, so it's saying you do have the time, like you can make time for this. You can schedule things in. You can, and again, you can have it all. You can have the great relationships. You can have the great job. You can have the finances, the health, the family, whatever it is you want. And we might be feeling like we don't have time for one thing or the other, but It doesn't mean we can invest our focus 100% on all things, or split them all up equally at all times. Like maybe certain days will be more into work, certain days will be more into our relationships or family, whatever. But you can still have it all, and you can find that balance. And I think a limiting belief some of us may have is that we can't, or that it's hard. Help from beyond. Wow, so yeah, she's like following this orb. Your guides are guiding you. This is what they're trying to let you know. They're helping you. They're helping guide you to your community, to your soul tribe, to meet your people, to meet your match. They really are. And follow the subtle cues. Follow those intuitive nudges. You are about to meet your happily ever after, a lot of you, but you need to invest in it. You need to put time in it. You need to follow your intuition. You need to explore more. But you are really close to meeting your community, meeting your happily ever after, having those deep soul bonds. We have Judgment card in reverse. When this card shows up in reverse, oftentimes it's like doing the same old thing day after day, like not moving forward, not trying different things. It can also be literally meaning holding judgment, either towards ourselves or towards others. So Spirit's really calling group number 2 to get out of our comfort zone, to do things differently, to put ourselves out there. The number 20 is coming through twice here. So it's really like a 2. So we have a lot of 2s, 2, 2, 2. And 2 energy is the number of partnership. So, but yeah, it's time to put ourselves out there, release judgment, do different things. And to not be so hard on ourselves as well as others. A lot of times we can be like, those limiting beliefs like, oh, I can't, no one, I don't relate to anyone, or everyone sucks, or dating sucks, or meeting friends as an adult is hard. Like, if we truly believe those things, then that's going to manifest. We're just going to get more of that. So, kind of releasing those judgments that we hold about other people and about ourselves and about the experience of meeting other people will be really helpful at this time. And also that doing things differently, getting out in the world, putting yourself out there, trying new hobbies, doing new things. You have to invest in what you want. And what this is about specifically is definitely community and relationships for group number 2. And if you're already doing this, you're like, I am putting myself out there, I am investing in relationships, you are very close to really finding this happily ever after and these deep bonds. But some of these, maybe there's certain beliefs we might be holding on to that we aren't really aware that Spirit's bringing to our attention. And also this could be confirmation for you that what you're doing is working. Keep going, keep following your light, your inspiration, all that. Ooh, we have fairy energy coming through. And fairy energy to me is kind of like joyful and silly, a little bit trickster, like. And I feel like you're being called just to have more fun with the process of meeting people. And also with fairy energy, I'm thinking of like dreaming big, believing, believing in maybe what you can't see in your current reality right now. Like, sure, I don't see my soulmate right in this moment. I don't see my best friends or like my tribe, my community, but I know they exist. I know that they're out there and I believe in them. And I just feel like having this belief and having fun in the process of socializing and meeting people and dating and all of that is really going to bring this in quicker for you. That's so interesting. Okay. We have the 5 of Cups in reverse with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Wow, look at both of these cards have someone really sad in it, but they're in reverse here. And that's what's really sticking out. And I think, yeah, that's again confirmation that maybe we've been focusing on the lack. Like, I don't have any friends. I'm alone. Like, I don't have my person. I don't have, no one likes me. Like, just there's just been an emphasis on that, and Spirit's calling us to draw our attention to the positive. There are 8 billion people in the world, right? Like, I think it's around that number. There's people out there, but they're not just going to show up to us on our couch. We need to put ourselves out in the world, put ourselves in situations to meet them, and also just be open to meeting people and open to the idea that they exist and not close ourselves off. um, that's a big message here. But I also see you starting to feel a lot better and a lot happier. For those of you who have been feeling lonely, you have been feeling sad, Spirit wants you to know your community is on its way. Your people, your person, they're on your way, and Spirit's trying to just help you and guide you. They've been helping and guiding you all this time, but sometimes when we're feeling down and out, we can miss those signs. Okay, I'm gonna stand up for a second and make sure this is in frame and stuff. I think we're good for the most part. Okay, tell us more of High Priestess leadership. The High Priestess is very intuitive. So, and again, this kind of makes me think of help from beyond. This following this orb, following the, in the sense of like following your intuition, and also stepping up. Leadership. That's taking charge. Taking charge. Like we don't necessarily have to lead others. Maybe some of you guys are stepping into a leadership role, and that's where you're going to meet someone. But what I'm getting from this is we are taking charge of our lives. And we want something, we want friends, we want people, we want to improve our relationships, we want to feel more happy, more connected, more fulfilled. So let's make it happen. Because again, there's this message, sitting and doing the same old thing day after day isn't changing our circumstances. Action is needed. And you are being guided to step up, take those actions, put yourself out there, try different things, and also work on your mindset and follow the intuition, this like little urges you get. Because one day you might be like, I just really want some like froyo. Oh my god, I haven't heard anyone say that. Is that still like frozen yogurt or like ice cream or coffee or whatever? Um, and I want to try a new place. Or it's just like you get these little urges to go somewhere different. Maybe you're like, I want to go to the library. Or I want to sign up for this course, or I want to do like little things. You're being called to follow that. Like, I'm gonna walk a different way this day, or I feel like I should join this dating site, or maybe this person's out of my location zone, but I'm gonna say yes to matching with them, or send them a message, and you'll get those urges for a reason. It happened to me. That's a specific example, but right. Focus. Look at focus has come up twice, that word. Look, we have more twos coming out for you. Focus on what you do want. Dream big. Dream big, have faith and belief, and put, your energy towards, again, what you do want, putting it on your interests. That is focus on the big picture. Look, they have a little telescope there, the big picture, and focus on your desires. Look, there's a star up there. Your wishes, your desires. And believe and take aligned action, and your whole life is going to transform. Said no, there is always enough. Yes, there is always enough. You might be like, there's no good men out there anymore. There's no good women. There's no this, there's no that. No, there is always enough. The world is so abundant. And you know what? You are always enough too. You really are enough. That's something Spirit wants you to know. But there's enough. I think it's clear a lot, like in some sense there's limiting beliefs around relationships that Spirit's calling our attention to. And it could be even, about us or about friendship, dating in general, both. But there's enough out there. There's always enough. Trust that you will be provided for. Trust that you will receive. Your desires are even better. That belief, that trust, that faith, and that action, that's like the magic combination, the magic formula here. And look, even these like ducks here in formation, like they don't have GPS like humans do. They follow their internal guidance system. They follow their intuition. And it takes them to where they have to go or where they want to go. So that is a huge message here, to follow our intuition. It's going to guide you to that happily ever after, to what you want. It really is. So having faith and belief, trusting your intuition and following it, taking those actions. The magic formula. It really is. Spiritual technology. Expand your imagination and share your visions. Okay, some people too like be open to meeting people online. Oh, wow, that could be like confirmation. There's a noise in the background that something just went off. It's 4 p.m. My cat's feeder. And I saw 1444. 444. Be open to meeting people online or doing things differently with the technology here. Like I know some people are like, oh, I'm done with the apps, but like there are even apps for meeting friends. And there's if you want to meet, community like-minded people, there's the Meetup app. It's not like a swiping app, but you can just see local meetups and you can do that. I've joined that before, and like in Bumble, you can do dating and friendship. And there's other forums. You can even look up like flyers and stuff. Like, people still hang stuff up around their towns, like joining a book club. But look online. There could even be like a Reddit for your town that you can post in. But Spirit's being open up to, finding people in new ways. Be open up to making a profile of yourself. Hmm. And also just joining groups of, yeah, like people who are into like, sharing your vision. Maybe it's like sharing your videos, your art online. You can meet people that way by sharing your creations, by sharing your hobbies. And look at, they're pointing to the third eye there. Follow your intuition. Look, it literally is. Oh, hi, Annie. You can't want some pets. What else, Spirit? We have the Four of Coins in reverse. It's time to open up. A lot of times, if in the traditional or like the Rider-Waite Smith, Four of Coins is holding something really tightly to his chest. So when I see this in reverse, I feel like this is like opening up, and it's kind of at his heart space. So I feel like it's time to open up your heart, open yourself up to new experiences, and also in the Four of Pentacles, I kind of want to show it, but I don't know if it was like selected for another group, but they show someone away from the town, like kind of isolate away, like on a rooftop, away from everyone. And I feel like that's coming up to like, expose yourself to new places, new people, and I know that can be scary for some people. But know that you have so much guidance, so much protection, so much love around you that will guide you and know that you are safe. And it's just taking that first step that's the scariest. I've gone to a meetup before and I was like, my heart was like racing before. I get it. It's scary to do different things when you don't know anyone. But there'll be people there that welcome you because there's other people too that show up in these situations. And with dating too, like meeting someone for the first time, yeah, it's nerve wracking. But once you get there, you'll feel comfortable. It might, maybe not like instantly, but you'll ease into it. You will, especially with the right people. And if they're not the right people, then you don't have to see them again. No pressure. Open up our heart, get out of our comfort zone, get out into the world. That's another thing. But again, you can start off online. And then we have atoms building, the building law right here. I feel like I've seen the number 40 a few times. I don't know. Hmm. He's looking like they're all in this boat. But do you see this person here, like this lamp? They're following that lamp. It reminds me of the hermit. Again, following your intuition, following your light. But I also think this is like you are building up a community. You might feel lonely now, but like you're about to build a network. You're about to build a community. You're about to build a family. You are about to really build a solid foundation, like a village here. And number 4 too is all about our foundations here, our home. And you really are building something great for yourself. And you feel pulled. I feel like there's definitely like, whether it's conscious or not, this pull, like, like they're attracted to each other, like, the I don't know, I can't remember all the science. I do have a lot of science in my background, but like, the electron, all that stuff, they're all like they're attracted to each other to build something greater. We don't even need to get into the science, but yeah, like you're being pulled to other people because we're humans. We're meant to connect. We're meant to grow, and I think we, like, a lot of us have been kind of pushing that away because maybe we've been hurt in the past or social anxiety or whatever. But Spirit's saying now is the time to invest in community, to invest in relationships, to meet new people. It's really going to lead to so much happiness. Mm-hmm. Love that. That's good. Anything else you want to add, Spirit? Wow, I just flip over the deck. I kind of shuffled earlier. We have the Ace of Cups here. Yeah, you are about to meet someone beautiful. You know, beautiful relationships and connections are here. Tell us anything else, Spirit, before we go. Is there anything else you want to add? Five of Wands. Yeah, it's not a competition. It's not, it's community over competition. Community over competition. Maybe we feel like we couldn't get along with other people before because we felt like, yeah, there was always people around us that were just trying to one up us or get something from us. That's not how it always is. There's people out there you're going to build this amazing community with that want to support you, that want to build you up, that want to work together with you, that not tear you down. So that could be something maybe to work on healing right now, because maybe we have this mindset that it's always competition or it's hard to meet people or anything like that. I feel like Spirit's coming through. There could be some journal prompts that are good to look like one. What are my limiting beliefs when it comes to friendships? Why do I hold these beliefs? And maybe there's a specific instance that'll come up, and then you'll be able to really understand that more and then release it and let it go. You can do this for romantic relationships as well. But when we kind of get to the root of why we have a belief, that's when the real shift happens. So yeah, Spirit is really calling us to do that self-mastery, to work on ourselves, to identify that, and also to invest in other people, to invest in ourselves, our belief systems, and also invest in putting ourselves out there, invest in our hobbies as well, and things that interest us. That's another reminder there. But in what we want more of and what we want to improve, we have to invest our time and our energy towards. So yeah, I feel like a lot has come through here for you, group number 2. I really do hope this all resonated for you. I hope you got some things to think about, to implement here. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you got value from it. If you did, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video. It really helps me out and lets me know you did get value from it. You can leave a comment down below. You can hype the video if that's an option for you. And like I said in the intro, if you're interested in a private reading like the 2026 deal that's going on, you can find a link below, kittyrising.com. You'll also find a link below for memberships if you're interested in further supporting me and the channel and getting more content from me as well. And yeah, I'm so grateful you're here. I'm honestly so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so, so, so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number 2. I love you. Welcome, group number 3, to your reading. You're drawn to this pile of cards here. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. You're all so welcome and so loved in this space. Thank you to your spirit guides, to my spirit guides for assisting with the reading today. Thank you, Spirit, for your clear and accurate messages. What do you need group number 3 to hear? Wait. Ooh. The colors on this are so beautiful, but they're wanting you to wait. Wait for what? Let's see. Death and rebirth in reverse. Yeah, upright, this would be like a change, doing something different. I think Spirit might be calling you to contemplate something before making a big change here. I don't know, this would be very specific with something maybe like taking it to the next level with someone, moving. The nest here, could be a home. Tell us more. Which? I feel like there's something that maybe you're not seeing and Spirit wants you to get clarity before you make some big decision. There might be someone in your life that isn't exactly who they say they are. I'm not saying witches are bad in general. I just, just that's what's coming through by seeing this message here. You have some skeletons in the closet you're not sure about, or you don't know about. Strength. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see, do we have room for one more? I'm just gonna move these over actually a little bit. Okay. I also am getting this message too that some of you, maybe you feel like you've been waiting forever for something. Not everything's staying the same, nothing's changing. Maybe you're really wanting a job, more money, a relationship, and Spirit's telling you to hang on. Like things are really going to work out for you. You are strong, you've got this. Sometimes things, just have delayed gratification, or it'll work out in the long run. And there might be some guidance coming through, maybe to do some manifestation work, especially if you're watching this around the time I'm posting. I think the next day is the new moon in Scorpio. We have a full moon there. Doing some manifestation work, setting your intentions. If you've been setting intentions, you've been doing this work, Spirit's saying it's coming. It's coming to you. You've been waiting, you've been patient. And sometimes you can't see things beyond the, behind the scenes. You can't see things that's going on. Your spirit guides really are bringing something to you here. But yeah, a few messages coming through. Let's get more. Wow, danger. Okay, coming back to that one message, something, Spirit doesn't want you to settle. They're saying you're like potentially settling because you're wanting something very badly. But I think there's someone around you, like for a lot of you, this could be a romantic relationship. And Spirit's warning you, don't jump into things too quick. Take time to get to know someone before making a big decision. Get time to know maybe about a new job, or like the responsibilities you have, like any sort of commitment thing going on in your life. Spirit's calling you to take your time and don't like sleep on it, don't make some sudden decision. I think your spirit guides are trying to warn you about something, about someone, it seems. What is this about? Action. Sagittarius energy coming through. Okay. Lisa, balance. Yeah, I mean, there's two sides to something, and maybe you're only seeing one side. Well, I think it's a little off center. I'll correct it in a moment. Communal markets. Trust that all you need will come to you. Is that better? I ask like you can respond. I wish you could. Okay, let's get one more out here and then. 11 is a number of balance too. 5 of Cups. Yeah, I think Spirit's like saying there's something we really want, and it seems like it could be a relationship, but maybe it's a job or something like that, some sort of commitment we're really wanting. And we might be sad or lonely, or feeling void of something, and it might make us want to just jump into something quick, take a quick action. But Spirit's saying, slow down. Look, and here it says, beware of the witch hunter, and then we have the witch. Like, oh, there's something. Maybe there's a misalignment here, something that you're going to find out that, maybe you're already getting red flags from this person. It does really seem like it's a person, but take out resonates to what's going on in your life. And we're just wanting something so bad, like I've definitely done this, like jumped into relationships and that was like very toxic, but at the same time I learned a lot from it, but it would have been nice maybe not to get hurt. Oh wow, I just feel like, do you ever feel like pressure changes in your ear, like sometimes I'm doing readings, I'm like, oh, I feel like there's a lot of spiritual energy around. But yeah, we really want something badly, and maybe there's some kind of void we're trying to fill through this connection, this thing, and we miss the red flags, or we we decide not to pay attention to them or to let them go because maybe there's a bunch of attraction there. Or maybe there are, I'm sure there's good things about this person, but I think there's something here that will lead you down a road of unfulfillment. Are you getting hurt? And I think this is more confirmation that, yeah, this person isn't right for you or the situation isn't right for you. And it's okay to let them go. And I know it sucks because we want something so bad, but Spirit wants you to trust that all you need will come to you. It will all work out, balance and harmony. And you are worthy of all of you that you desire. You don't need to settle for less. Mm-mm. You don't need to stay in a boring, stagnant situation or a negative situation just because, you think they'll change. We can't change other people, but we can change ourselves and our actions. And I think we are being called, to really think about that and not jump the gun on something, not invest too much into something. Like maybe, for example, someone's like asking you to invest your money or something, and because with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse here, and maybe we really like this person and we're afraid to say no because we like them and we don't want to you know, we want to help them out because we're a nice person and all that. But Spirit's like, you're strong. It's okay to set boundaries and say no, or just say, I need some time to think about it. And just, you don't have to say yes right away to things. Wait. And if this person doesn't respect your boundaries or what you say or the waiting, then that means they're not for you. And it's time to walk away from that. But there are red flags around you. What are those? Endurance, rock. Same with look at her. She's the older woman, like running, like endurance training, like endurance here. Like you've gone through a lot. You're going through a lot. You're going to get through this even stronger than ever. I think this kind of shows like a tree that grew from like a little crack in the ground. You ever see that happen, or like you see them or like I only saw it like in a video, like something like grow through a stop sign. Like you will make it out of any on the toughest times or the most barren of lands if it feels that way. You're about to head to something really beautiful here, something more aligned, and we don't need to just something about we don't need to settle or go for less or I don't know. Let's see. Let's get more cards out. Work with purpose. Yeah, for some of you, maybe there's something here with like really wanting money and work right now too. Another thing coming through. Again, take what resonates, and also you can apply like the scenarios to your situation. But maybe you're really wanting money, really wanting a job, and then something comes up that's not aligned or makes you uncomfortable. But you're like, oh, but I need the money, but something just doesn't feel right about it, or about the person, or the safety, like just something doesn't sit well. But you're like, oh, but I need the money, or I need this or that. Like Spirit's calling you to wait, take a little bit of time, because I think something way better is about to present itself to you. Again, trust that everything you need will come to you. Magician. Yeah, and there's also, again, like you have all the tools you need, and and this is also a card of manifestation. I think Spirit, like this message is coming through again, that this new moon, maybe it's the day after you're watching this, you can look into it. Yeah, like the 19th and 20th of the month, depending on where you live, of November is the new moon in Scorpio. And I think this is a really powerful time for you to set intentions and manifest what this is that you truly want. Let the universe know and spend some time with yourself and maybe with your intuition and see what comes through. And I think meditating, journaling, I think you'll get more clarity and insight on what actions to take next and what this may be and like what red flags have been coming up around you, or like really get in touch. Like, how do I feel about this person? How do I feel about this situation? Am I settling? I don't know, but just spending time with yourself in solitude, but also, yeah, doing the manifestation work. And if you're watching this at a later time, that's fine. You can do this at any time. Setting your intentions is great, and then taking aligned action is really amazing here. Okay. Death card. Look at all these major arcana. You will know when it's time to let something go. And also the death card too, this is Scorpio. Manifesting around the Scorpio new moon is something really powerful, I can see for you. And Scorpio is a sign that really goes deep, goes in the depths. And I think this is a great, powerful time. Also, you're very intuitive around this time. You always are, group number 3, but just to go within and just really see, maybe even have a deep conversation with someone, like really ask them the questions you need to ask. Looking into people maybe more online and stuff like that. Just getting more of the details, diving deep into whatever this is or whoever this is. No matter when you're watching this, whatever the situation is, I think you might find something that you really need to know. You're being called to go within, to do that extra work, to do that digging before you say yes to something, or maybe even say no before you make a decision. Yeah, I think there's another side you're not seeing. The burning rose. We might just be so infatuated with something that it's kind of pulling our attention away from the truth. And it might burn away, like we see all this beauty and this amazingness, but maybe when we find the truth, it'll kind of burn away that beauty or that attraction, and we won't really be as infatuated, or we won't really want that thing as much once we get to the truth of things. The power of silence. Yeah, we're being really called to go within at this time. Go within, have some quiet time, pay attention to how your body feels, the cues, like really think about everything, spend time in solidarity, and you're going to really get the answers you need. So take time by yourself before you make any important decision right now. That's the main message. Again, what this is going to be different for a lot of you, but it seems it could be related to a relationship for most, and also potentially a job, but take how it resonates to you in your life. I'm going to get some tarot cards on now. Like, I feel this tightness a little bit, and I feel like maybe this is how you feel in this situation around this person, and your body's been trying to tell you something, so maybe just pay attention. That's a big thing here. Pay attention to the subtleties, the cues here. And the Queen of Wands, this may have to do with a fire sign, perhaps. Oh, we also have Page of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this could have to do with and someone new that's entered your life or re-entered your life. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but doesn't necessarily have to be. But we can just be so infatuated, like looking at that fire, looking at them. They could be very attractive, and like we're just dreaming big, spacing out about them, and maybe we're just missing out on certain things here. But also, this is calling you a reminder too for you to dream big. Dream big and go after what your heart desires, and don't settle for less. Because I think something better than your wildest dreams is on its way to you, and there might be a distraction right now or something else that could take you away from it. Yeah, this is like maybe not waiting. We're just wanting something now, so maybe we're jumping into something. Spirit's calling us to have patience. Wait, we don't need to jump the gun on something that keeps coming through. And if someone's not willing to wait for you or invest in, or like not wanting to go slow, again, that is a sign. The Magician's coming out again. You are so powerful. You really are so powerful. And you really are manifesting what you want. But there's someone or something that is distracting you from this, or could be in the near future. Maybe they're not fully in your energy yet, but they're coming. Maybe it's a little bit of a test from the universe. Like, you have everything you have within you to get this, though. Practicing manifestation techniques, using your intuition, all of that is really great right now. Working with the current energies astrologically, and anything else you really resonate with. Spirit, can you tell us a little bit more about this person or the situation? Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, maybe someone might not be as honorable as you think? Spirit is calling you to really pay attention to your dreams at this time. Spend more time with yourself. Again, with the Hermit in reverse, Spirit wants you to get the answers. I think this is what this is so widely different for each of you. And the only way to know is to really go within, spend time with your higher self. Listen to your heart, listen to your intuition. The Hermit in reverse is saying maybe we aren't doing that. We could be over socializing or just, again, missing out on the red flags. Spirit's really calling out. But I think, yeah, maybe this person's not as respectful as you'd like, not as honorable in some way. They have their own agenda. The Magician, too, can be a manipulative energy. Usually it comes out in reverse, but I think that could definitely be something. Maybe they're a little manipulative or narcissistic in some sort of way, trying to get what they want. They might want something specific from you, but, they're very charming, and you might not realize this. So, like, are your needs being met? What do you truly want? And again, can you just go slow? What's the rush? What's the rush? If this is a true connection, people will be willing to go your pace and respect your boundaries. I think this person's definitely charming. I think this is definitely having to do with their relationship. And wow, look at this. This is not respecting boundaries, like with the Seven of Wands. But also it could be us not putting up our boundaries because someone's such a charmer. Someone's like presenting to us what we think we really want, that we're just really missing out on the subtleties that maybe this isn't fully what we want. Are they love bombing, for example? Are they just really rushing things, and you're like, oh, I need some time to myself, or I have to hang out with my friends, and they're like, oh, but don't you want to hang out with me? You don't need your friends, or there's so many different ways this can present itself. And Spirit really wants you to sit with yourself, sit with your spirit guides, wait before making decisions, slow down, and it'll all get more clear to you. And if this doesn't work out, this person, you realize, oh darn, it isn't my person. When will it happen? Spirit's like, trust that all you need will come to you. Everything will work out. It will. All right. Yeah, and then I see the Hangman in reverse. You don't need to sacrifice your needs, your pleasure, your life for someone else. It should be a balance of give and take. It shouldn't be so one-sided. And it's great you're a giver, and you're empathic, all of that stuff, but are your needs being met fully, like most of the time? Or is it always about the other person? Are we drained around them? How do we feel? Got to spend time with ourselves to really know. All right. Group number 3, that concludes your reading. I hope it resonated. I really do hope you got value from this. It gave you something to think about, because that's really what your spirit guides want you to do, spend that time going within, thinking about it. But anyways, if you did get value from the reading, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment down below. You can hype the video if that's an option for you. It's a newer feature here. But anyways, like I mentioned in the beginning, if you are interested in a private reading, like the current 2026 deal going on, that is linked below. You can book and see my offerings at kittyrising.com. Also below, you'll find a link to memberships if you want to further support me and the channel, get more content as well. I'm so grateful you're here. I'm truly so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you so, so, so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, group number 3. I love you.